We've been here before. I can't remember. I think last time I took this trail, I might have not taken this exact trail, but it might be going the same place. That was during the wettest of the wet season. I didn't want to get stuck in the mud. Now it's the dry season. A little bit easier to find where I'm going. I hope. So I'm pretty sure I did turn away because I do not remember going through something like this. In the rain or the wet season. I would have noticed. Beautiful butterflies. Look at all those butterflies and moths. And luckily also the bugs have stopped with only the beautiful ones so far. Nothing I'm afraid of. Slow going, but I'm not complaining. I think I just really needed a natural experience. And like I said before, this is in a confined area. I've only gone a couple hundred feet, but rainforest can get you distant in a hurry. So one thing here is, I don't know the specific names of these plants. This is something, looks like in the composite family, looks close to a lot of weeds in the US. And so I don't know these plants, but I'm assuming that a lot of these plants, just like everywhere, are going to be some type of invasives. But I don't know the details. Now that almost looks like that's a dogwood, but I'm sure it's not. Also don't know these trees with yellow flowers. Well, that is obviously not this way slowly. Dogwood. The flowers look a little bit like dogwood, but obviously that's growing on a vine. Ignore what I say. I do not know almost anything about the flora or fauna of this country. So this looks like it goes back up, and I think this is going to go down to the river where I was before. Well, that's kind of the end of my dreams of a wilderness walk. And I don't know where that road is. There's a good chance I got apparently that's a shortcut that just goes out a block to my house. Well, that is helpful to know. I didn't know this park was here. I'm going to turn around though, because I do also want to see the water. If that's not so too impossible. Here I am. Hopefully that also just gave a sense of scale. And I could edit that out, you know. Maybe I should edit this to say I'm like actually lost in the woods in the middle of a national park, instead of walking through a small plot of land on the university a couple hundred feet from my house, maybe a couple thousand feet. Should I do that? Probably not, but I could. And I'm not sure, but to me that does look like some type of nightshade, which of course would be a common plant in Oregon, and a very hardy plant that grows in a lot of places. Maybe a different type of nightshade, but obviously solanum are also very common in the tropics and in the Americas. Not sure which path I exactly came in on last time, or if this is an exact path to where I'm going, but I don't have anything else on my schedule. Now I'm walking back upwards, and I don't know if I'll be able to rejoin the path to the river. This is pretty small and I should be able to find everything, but to be honest, I am a bit lost. I mean, I will be able to find my way back to somewhere, but this is a little bit more extensive than I thought. I'm going to turn around pretty soon, I think. Maybe I'm already turned around. So this is actually a little bit confusing for me because it kind of looped around and now, okay, so it was just a short loop and I think this is the trail. Don't know how to get down to the water. And I have said before, that can be a problem even in Oregon where I'm much more used to the terrain, where I will think I'm taking a trail and then I am lost in the woods. And right now I don't honestly know whether this is a trail, or whether this is a trail I came in on, or whether this is trail if this is trail at all. It's also interesting when you're watching this, it's not all as clear how much time has passed, you know, because even if I just spent a couple minutes between clips, 20 minutes can be 3 or 4 minutes. You'd think I would have remembered this. And this has all been in 10 minutes and I already feel reversed and lost in a way that doesn't really make sense. All while I'm in a patch of ground that's really only, you know, a couple hundred feet wide. Might as well be this way. Are those, I think I talked about those a while ago. So maybe this trail, in quotation marks, is where I want to go. Don't remember this piece of concrete. Let's follow it. You can see that down there, or maybe you can't see, I can see, does look like there are some type of, so it wasn't this. For one thing, I can hear the water over that way, and I wasn't before. But let's see what happens if we follow this. Well, this at least is something, right? Don't know if this is the same trail as last time, but I think this is, I believe that's the Rio Torres. Last time, might have gotten further than last time because it looks like there's an open trail and I wonder how far this trail goes. I guess we'll find out. It's kind of hard to feel too lost or eerie when I'm constantly surrounded by these beautiful butterflies. This looks like this has definitely been cut here. Don't know if it continues that way. Don't know if I should find out today. Okay, well, mystery solved. This is the same park that I exited to the other way, as far as I can tell. So, after all that mystery, I am 2 blocks from the MPM. So one thing from the last video, I got sick after that trip to Pavos, and I've been kind of taking it easy. So I wanted today to be a nice little walk around the neighborhood, get some fresh air. And it was a little bit more than that. Not a whole lot more. Like I said, like I always had GPS, I could always see where I was. But true in Oregon, true here, you go a couple blocks, or you know, you go into some woods, you take a couple of twists, you can feel very different. You can feel outside of the norm, and I did. But now look at this nice broad wide street, and I'm going back home.